Do you think you're better off now that you're here?
Oh, absolutely. I don't have to pretend, I don't have to lie, and I don't worry that someone's gonna kill me in my sleep. Or worse. I'll see her would probably be dead.
Did you need something? I understand you've seen a good bit of...
Its own way.
That's... refreshing. Most don't view it the same. I'm glad some danger and beauty you and I. The ecosystem isn't what it once was, but it has adapted, and it will continue to adapt, long after we're gone. What's important, really important in the long run, is understanding it, and then passing that knowledge along to those who will follow us.
So, what exactly are you doing?
As much as I can, given limited resources. Cataloging specimens, observing evolutionary trends, compiling data for future generations. I should note that I'm not fully versed in human anatomy, but I'm your best chance of medical assistance should you require it. Since Dima has approved of you, I'm more than willing to offer help.
What can you tell me about Acadia?
It was originally a place of science. I like that about it. Feels like home in a way. I don't mean the Institute when I say home. More that... I don't know. That abstract feeling of belonging someplace. We all belong here, in our own way. Dima's to be thanked for that.
Sounds like you got the all clear. So what's your story?
I came here looking for Kasumi.
Oh, isn't that sweet of you? That Kasumi's a good enough kid, I suppose. Little confused, maybe. But then, aren't we all? Not that anyone's asking, but I'll tell you. It all gets easier to deal with when you realize none of it matters. What you are, where you came from, let go of all that, and life gets simple.
Is there anything you care about?
I mean, staying alive is preferable to not. Beyond that, what's the point of caring? Anyway, lately I've taken to amusing myself with trading. Don't have much to work with, but I'm always happy to make a good deal. Let me know if you need something. I probably won't have it, but let me know anyway.
Anything interesting you can tell me about Acadia?
God, no. Have you looked around this place? Death by boredom is a legitimate concern. So, come on. You want to do a little trading?
Gonna pass.
Suit yourself.
I've just gotta keep telling myself I'm better off here than dead.
Ugh, circuitry is completely fried.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
I'm a detective. I was hired to find you.
You're a what? You came all this way... for me?
You left without telling your folks why. You must have known they'd be worried.
Look, my mom and dad... I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
Because you're not really their daughter. You're a synth.
Yeah. Exactly. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
Kasumi, I think you're just confused. Everyone has doubts about who they are sometimes. It's part of life.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
What kind of problem is there in Acadia?
It's a long story. I just have to figure out how to... Wait, you find things, track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
What are you talking about?
Where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there, and that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
We should get to the bottom of this. If Dima is putting on an act, we need to know.
You don't trust Dima? After you came all this way for him?
I didn't come to Acadia for him. I came here because this place offered answers. And now that I found a place I belong, I'd rather not lose it all if Dima is secretly planning to destroy everything.
I'll help if I can. But that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I have Rory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
This'll be easier if I just talk to Dima. Convince him that he needs to be honest with us.
All right. Good luck. Let me know what you find out.
From one case to a new one. It's never easy for us, is it?
I swear someone has the key to that storage room. Maybe Doc? He's always moving supplies around as they come in.
Hey, Dima.
Feel free to say whatever is on your mind.
Kasumi says she's seen parts of your memories. Death projections. For Far Harbor and the center of the island.
That's unfortunate. She should be focusing on herself, her new life. She shouldn't have to bear the burden of the outside world. Please, this is a matter best left to me and my advisors. We aren't planning to destroy the island. Those projections were merely to help us realize the cost of inaction.
Just a handy reference, huh? You expect us to just take your word on it?
I'm getting sick of this whole noble leader bullshit from you, Dima. Now stop hiding and tell me the truth.
All right, you've made your point. There's a conflict that's been brewing on this island shortly after we built Acadia. Between Far Harbor and the Children of Atom.
Simply put, they want to kill each other, and each side wants us to help them.
We've tried to stay neutral, but Far Harbor was going to be wiped out by the fog, so that's when we built the condensers for them.
And I was friends with the previous leader of the Children of Atom, Confessor Martin. I even gave them their headquarters, the submarine base they named the Nucleus.
Which was a mistake, because Martin is gone and the new Confessor, Tectus, is completely insane.
He's been threatening us, to force us to choose a side. I left behind something very important in that submarine base I gave them.
Dima's earliest memories are stored in the military computer banks in that base. The pre-war security systems and Confessor Martin's goodwill were supposed to keep them safe.
But now Tectus is in charge, and he's after Dima's memories. We don't even know what's in them.
But we do know that I spent nearly a century on this island alone. Whatever's in there is too dangerous to allow Tectus to get his hands on them.
You left your memories behind? How does that work?
As a prototype synth, my raw data capacity is limited. I began using computer banks to expand, to give me room to ponder, see new things. I had to leave some of my earliest memories behind when I left the sub-base to the Children of Adam. I thought they were safe.
The Children of Adam on this island. You were helping them?
Yes. I know their faith in radiation as a type of god is a bit different. But who am I to judge? I was using a submarine base as a home when Martin and his followers stumbled inside. They had been cast out of Far Harbor for their beliefs. When I left to found Acadia, I knew the base would be in safe hands. They needed a home, a place to belong, just like I did. But now Martin is gone, and his successor, Tectus, wants to finally end the feud with Far Harbor by letting the fog swallow them.
You're keeping Far Harbor safe, is that it?
Not exactly. They're fiercely independent. But the fog was starting to choke more and more of the island. So I proposed a trade. We would give them the technology to keep the fog at bay, in return for them being a lifeline to the outside world. A safe dock, and a place to buy supplies. Unfortunately, the Children of Adam view the radioactive fog as a holy portent, and their bloodied history with Far Harbor puts us at odds.
So what can I do to help?
If you're willing to retrieve what I've lost, and bring my memories back to me, then we'd all be one step closer to solving this conflict without bloodshed.
You'll have to get through the Children of Adam's base. You're new on the island, so you might be able to pose as a recruit.
Then, once you get to the memory banks, you'll have to use a special program Dima and I have been working on to break through the security systems.
It's not going to be like a normal hack. You'll be breaking through a version of my own mental network. It'll consider you to be an intruder. I've loaded the program with some instructions I've recorded that will help guide you through it. I'm afraid it's difficult to explain without seeing it for yourself.
So how does this program work?
There will be a fairly ordinary-looking terminal with some attachments. The program will give you access to the terminal. Once you attempt to obtain a memory, your perspective might shift a little. Just relax then. The program will explain things to you as you need them.
I'll get your memories, Dima.
If we're lucky, the pre-war defenses have kept the Children of Adam at bay. But that means you'll have to get past them yourself. One more thing before you leave. Whatever you do, don't assault the Children of Adam directly. Our ultimate goal must be to bring peace. If you attack them, they'll consider themselves at war with the outside world.
If we find anything suspicious in those memories of yours, we'll be back. Count on it.
Turns out Dima's earliest memories are in the hands of the Children of Adam. He's afraid of what they're gonna find.
So, is that what those death projections were about? It wasn't Dima planning to destroy the island. He's worried the Children of Adam will. Or is he still hiding something? What could be in those memories that he would leave them behind? Is there really something in them that's dangerous? Do you have a way in? Into his memories? Assuming you can get past the Children of Adam, of course.
About the Children of Adam, what do you know about them?
Well, I heard about them a little bit back in the Commonwealth. Radiation worship, something like that. I wasn't in Far Harbor long, but there's a lot of hatred for them there. I overheard someone talking about killing a Child of Adam missionary. I can see why Dima would be worried. We just need to make sure we know he's not up to something else.
I got this program that Faraday and Dima wrote. It's supposed to help me access the memory banks.
Really? How would that work? When I was taking a peek in the computers he has here, Dima was hooked up to his chair. I was just tapping into it. I wonder if you'll need to, connect to the old banks the way he does? Some kind of connection between your head and the computer. Oh, but that's it. And then Faraday's program would be translating Dima's thoughts and data, helping you through any security guarding it. I'm sorry, I'm making assumptions. It's just, well, it's a little exciting, isn't it? You'll let me know what you find? I'll keep an eye on things here.
I'll get Dima's memories, and then we'll figure things out from there.
Good luck.
Stupid ass perk. Where do I belong? Alright, guys. Let's do a side quest. Look at all these side quests. Get out there and explore. I'm tired of being cooped up in this. Let's get out there. Cruise. Oh shit.
We're just here. You saw him, right?
Going through the fog, going through the fog. Ooh, what's this? It's all blowy uppy. Horizon.
Stranger, this doesn't have to get messy.
Who needs help?
If you're one of those trappers, I've warned you to stay the hell away from me! What were you doing up there in my camp?
Nice hat.
Thanks. I skinned it myself. Look, I don't really want any trouble. I broke off from the group I came here with a long time ago. I just started seeing things differently when we came to the island, and I couldn't stand how the other super mutants act to humans. I keep to myself.
What the fuck? I'm not done talking to you.
Sorry about pointing a gun at you earlier. I just get a bit jumpy when a stranger might be killing my dogs. Looking to trade?
So, why don't you hate humans like the rest of your kind seem to?
Started seeing things more clearly when we came here. Who knows? Maybe it's the fog. I just don't see what the point of us all killing each other is.
Did you train these dogs?
Yeah, as guard dogs. Not all can be trained, though. Most are used to being kicked or shot at. I can only manage a few at a time, though. So unless I find a new home for one of them, I can't really take on any more.
You just live out here by yourself?
My kind are mostly stupid brutes. Used to trade with a couple people in Far Harbor, but they don't leave the settlement much these days. The rest of the people on the island are worse.
Got any tips about the island?
There's a lighthouse on the south end of the island. Big family of trappers lives there.
I was interested in buying one of your guard dogs.
Which one would you like?
I've changed my mind.
Whatever. Oh, hello again. Did you need something?
Excitement never stops at Eden Meadows Cinema. Here's what's coming soon.
Who do you think actually won the war?
It's murder most foul on the steam train and Bernard Switchback's latest thriller, The Murder Express. You'll be surprised at the killer's locomotive. Wow, what an exciting lineup we have coming soon. But none of them can possibly beat what's playing now on Screen B.
Your Pip-Boy doesn't sound pleased. Let's say we
Ready
get out
for
of
an
here.
old-fashioned standoff as the fight and furies return. And last stand at Fort McGee. What a rootin' tootin' good time. Speaking of tootin', rootin', why not head to the snack bar for one of our delicious root beer floats? You're listening to the Eden Meadows Drive-In Cinema's radio broadcast. But why just listen to movies when you could see them in glorious high-definition cinematics? But here's what we're playing now. Leave the kiddos at home for this next one. Night of the Fishman's Revenge will have them shaking in their socks. If you thought that sounded great, wait until you get a load of what's coming soon at Eden Meadows Cinema. It's a love triangle at the zoo. Animal magnetism. You'll go bananas. Really. For this madcap comedy hit from the makers of The Nut Factory. Boy, that sounded exciting. Not as exciting as what's playing this weekend at Eden Meadows Drive-In Cinemas. Grab your pistols, get ready for an old-fashioned standoff as the fight and furies return. And last stand at Fort McGee. Yeehaw, y'all. All that Western action made me hungry. Why not rustle up some hot dogs?
Sorry, folks. Won't be
Tonight at the movies, conversation and family board game. Tonight of the Fishman. Carl Dixon, Cynthia Martin. Excitement never stops at Eden Meadows Cinema. Here's what's coming soon. Savage Land. The beast await you. Into the hollow earth. Glorious. Dino Vision. Wow. What an exciting lineup we have coming soon. But none of them can possibly beat what's playing now on Screen B. Time to saddle up. Circle the wagons as the fight and furies take on bandits, Apache Braves, and even the Confederate Army. Last stand at Fort McGee. What a rootin' tootin' good time. Speaking of tootin', rootin', why not head to the snack bar for one of our delicious root beer floats? You're listening to the Meadows Drive-In Cinema's radio broadcast. The night at the movies beats boring conversation and family board game night every time. Here's what's playing now. A Mesozoic menace rises from a prehistoric lake to terrorize our women in Night of the Fishman's Revenge. Sounds like a real scream fest.
What the fuck is this place? Maiders from beyond our galaxy.
The excitement never stops at Eden Meadows Cinema. Here's what's coming soon. It's Murder Most Foul on a steam train and Bernard Switchback's latest thriller, The Murder Express. You'll be surprised at the killer's locomotive. Boy, that sounded exciting. Not as exciting as what's playing this weekend at Eden Meadows Drive-In Cinemas. Grab your pistols and get ready for an old-fashioned standoff as the Fightin' Furies return in Last Stand at Fort McGee. Hungry? Partner? Why not mosey up to the concession stand and rustle up some grub? Our corral is more than just okay. You're listening to the Eden Meadows Drive-In Cinemas radio broadcast. A night at the movies beats boring conversation and family board game night every time. Here's what's playing now. A Mesozoic menace rises from a prehistoric lake to terrorize our women in Night of the Fishman's Revenge. Sounds like a real scream fest. If you thought that sounded great, wait until you get a load of what's coming soon at Eden Meadows Cinema. Savage land, filled with ancient magic and killer beasts await you into the hollow earth. Filmed in glorious Dino Vision. Boy, that sounded exciting. Not as exciting as what's playing this weekend at Eden Meadows Drive-In Cinemas. Time to saddle up and circle the wagons as the Fightin' Furies take on bandits, Apache Braves, and even the Confederate Army in Last Stand at Fort McGee. Hungry? Partner? Why not mosey up to the concession stand and rustle up some grub? Our corral is more than just okay. You're listening to the Eden Meadows Drive-In Cinemas radio broadcast. Management has informed me that public displays of affection will no longer be tolerated at Eden Meadows Drive-In. Sorry, here's what's playing now. It's Night of the Fishman's Revenge, starring Carl Dixon and Cynthia Marsh. You'll be frozen to your seat with fear. Just listen. If you thought that sounded great, wait until you get a load of what's coming soon at Eden Meadows Cinema. The giant man lizard is back, and this time he is facing the sizable synthetic simian in Manziloid versus Roborilla. When they fight, we all lose. Boy, that sounded exciting. Not as exciting as what's playing this weekend at Eden Meadows Drive-In Cinemas. Time to saddle up and circle the wagons as the Fightin' Furies take on bandits, Apache Braves, and even the Confederate Army in Last Stand at Fort McGee. Hungry? Partner? Why not mosey up to the concession stand and rustle up some grub? Our corral is more than just okay. You're listening to the Eden Meadows Drive-In Cinemas radio broadcast. Management has informed me that public displays of affection will no longer be tolerated at Eden Meadows Drive-In. Sorry, here's what's playing now. Leave the kiddos at home for this next one. Night of the Fishman's Revenge will have them shaking in their socks. If you thought that sounded great, wait until you get a load of what's coming soon at Eden Meadows Cinema. Neptune is under attack from the Zebulon Empire and only dashing space rogue Blast Hannigan can save the day in invaders from beyond our galaxy. Wow, what an exciting lineup we have coming soon. But none of them can possibly beat what's playing now on Screen B. Time to saddle up and circle the wagons as the Fightin' Furies take on bandits, Apache Braves, and even the Confederate Army. And last stand at Fort McGee. Yeehaw, y'all. All that Western action made me hungry. Why not rustle up some hot dogs? Available at the concession stand. You're listening to the Eden Meadows Drive-In Cinemas radio broadcast. Management has informed me that public displays of affection will no longer be tolerated at Eden Meadows Drive-In. Sorry, here's what's playing now. A Mesozoic menace rises from a prehistoric lake to terrorize our women. In Night of the Fishman's Revenge. Sounds like a real screen fest. If you thought that sounded great, wait until you get a load of what's coming soon.
Where's this guy coming from?
It's Murder Most Foul on a steam train and Bernard Switchback's latest thriller, The Murder Express. You'll be surprised at the killer's locomotive. Wow, what an exciting lineup we have coming soon. But none of them can possibly beat what's playing now on Screen B. Time to saddle up and circle the wagons as the Fightin' Furies take on bandits, Apache Braves, and even the Confederate Army. Last stand at Fort McGee. What a rootin' tootin' good time. Speaking of tootin', rootin', why not head to the snack bar for one of our delicious root beer floats? Available now. You're listening to the Meadows Drive-In Cinemas radio broadcast.
Hey, you mind keeping an eye out for a second?
Displays of affection
on a diagnostic.
Will no longer be tolerated at
Thanks.
Meadows
What'd I
Drive-In.
miss?
Sorry, here's what's playing now. Leave the kiddos at home for this next one. Night of the Fishman's Revenge will have them shaking in their socks. If you thought that sounded great, wait until you get a load of what's coming soon. At Eden Meadows Cinema. The giant man lizard is back. This time, he is facing the sizable synthetic simian. Manziloid versus Roborilla. Roborilla. They fight. We all lose. Boy, that sounded exciting. Not as exciting as what's playing this weekend in Eden Meadows Drive-In Cinemas. Keith McKinney and Stanley Last Stand at Fort McGee. Western, the makers of Aces and Eights. Hungry? Partner? Why not mosey up to the concession stand? Rustle up and down. You're listening to the Eden Meadows Drive-In Cinemas radio broadcast. Management has informed me that public displays of affection will no longer be tolerated at Eden Meadows Drive-In. Sorry, here's what's playing now. The Mesozoic menace rises from a prehistoric lake to terrorize our women in Night of the Fishman's Revenge. Sounds like a real screen fest. If you thought that sounded great, wait until you get a load of what's coming soon at Eden Meadows Cinema. Neptune is under attack from the Zebulon Empire. That sounded exciting. At Eden Meadows Drive-In Cinemas. Grab your pistols. Get ready for an old-fashioned standoff as the fight. concession stand. Rustle up some grub. Our corral is more than just okay. You're listening to the Eden Meadows Drive-In Cinemas radio broadcast. But why just listen to movies when you could see them on television?
Sorry, folks, won't be chewing on us.
Hey.
Go on.
Over here. See if he had anything worth taking.
Count on it. Not exactly subtle, Al.
Oh, that's great. I feel like we should do this. that was a weird ass thing. It was really creative though. That was like a boss. We ran into him by accident too. Go like. We'll search these buildings. Oh shit. So many Charles Carroll. No, I feel about them.
What else you got?
That's it.
Lights out for you.
Jimmy, if you don't keep that little twerp Bentley out of my face, I swears to God I'm gonna throw this fucking terminal through the wall. He saw me coming across the log rolling course before work and starts asking why I was out there at 5 in the morning. If you want to keep those extra profits rolling in, you better keep him in line.
Yeah, gone far. You're in for it now. We playing hide and seek? You got guts. Well, had guts. doing the world a service.
The detective's life isn't an easy one, but it rarely lacks for excitement.
Diamond City Radio has possibly the biggest news in history to share with you. I can confirm, without a doubt, that the Institute is no more. You heard me right? They have been completely wiped out. While no one has officially taken credit for the explosion, I think we've got a pretty good idea of who's responsible. I don't expect the railroad to come forward, but all signs point to them being the heroes of the hour. Turned out the Institute was under our feet the whole time, hiding out underground. Well, at least no one needs to dig a grave. I also have it under authority that the Vault Dweller was on scene. You know, an old friend once told me, you gotta always fight the good fight. And looks like someone we know did just that. We all owe him our thanks. Hell, I think it's fair to say we owe him our lives. So if you were out there worried about disappearing in the middle of the night or having your loved one replaced by robots, rest easy. A new day is dawning for Diamond City, folks. Hell, for the whole Commonwealth. Let's make the most of it. This is Travis Lonely Miles bringing you Johnny Mercer's personality. Something I only recently acquired, as I'm sure you're all aware.
Heads up.
I'll see what I can do.
Go check that body.
Sure thing. Your Geiger counter doing cartwheels too?
Crawl out through the fallout. The smooth Commonwealth weaponry. It's a dangerous world out there.
Won't be
The next one
bothering
is
anybody
Keep
now.
Knockin' by Louis Jordan.
Keep on knocking.
Sorry, folks. Don't be chewing on us. Didn't break it. Not that it's not. When you walk away.
I have a harpoon gun. Auto stim, my health is once every 60s.
Heads up. Grab anything useful. look alive.
I'm all ears.
Check it out.
Can do.
Scary. Lots of fools.
Got it.
My DualShock 4 battery is getting low.
Where'd you go? Got a thing for antiques, huh?
Lots of ghouls in the same level. I just noticed that. Get out of the way, buddy. Some of these enemies are really hard. What's underneath these? Good neighbor.
Hi.
Hold up! I've been casing those ghouls for weeks, waiting for an opening. And you dive in and choppy chop, bang bang, and the whole lot of them dead. You even know what you got right there? A premium set of Pellman's power tools.
What's the big deal about these tools?
Pellman's pumps out more foot-pounds of torque than a Deathclaw and Psycho. And before Paulie ran off, he kept those tools shiny. Nothing like them on this island. Period.
I remember commercials for Pellman's tools. Expensive stuff, the top of the line.
What the hell's a commercial? Wait, it don't matter. Oh, Mariner sent you, didn't she? Goddamn Mitch and his big mouth. No matter what she's offering, it's nothing. Serious builders would give an arm for them tools. I'll pay you 2,000 caps right here, right now. Deal?
I'll pass on the offer.
I ain't hanging around forever. Walk away from this, and you'll regret it.
Ooh, sex. I do the boys a favor. All my manual labor. It's good to be a good neighbor. All my manual labor. Labor.
Hope you enjoyed that last number. Now here's the latest from the comic. Inside Diamond City. Details are scarce, but it sounds like whatever happened, it's pretty violent. If we're able to verify any further details of this story, we'll pass them on to you listeners. Just another day in the Commonwealth, huh, folks? Now let's hear from Bob Crosby with Heavy Time. This is the fate. Reminds me that life is your willing to make it.
Not that it's an option.
I don't think we're alone.
Incredible. We should head back to Far Harbor.
You talked to Cassie Dalton? Shame what happened to her family.
Ah, you there. Are you that detective I've heard about?
There are...
Who said I was a detective?
Mayor Avery said that someone new had arrived on the island, investigating a missing person. That must be you.
Seems word travels fast around here.
I haven't been able to find any of the local police force. The louts. I don't want to start a panic, but, well, we may have a murder on our hands, and we need an outside set of eyes.
Where did the crime take place?
At the Cliff's Edge Hotel, just north of the town. Will you help us solve this heinous crime?
Who's the victim?
Well, we want to keep this out of the tabloids, but it's Ezra Parker, the financier of the hotel. Please, you must help us. Every moment we wait, our residents are at risk.
Who are your employers?
I shouldn't say out here in the open, but my employers are quite wealthy, as are the other patrons of the hotel. Will you help us? There may still be a murderer at large.
Okay, I'll help.
Oh, thank goodness. Shall I guide you to the Cliff's Edge Hotel now?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's be off then. Looks like it isn't just the police who have been lax lately. The Island's building inspector ought to be fired. The hotel staff really needs to do something about the lobby. I should warn you, some of the other hotel guests are a bit, rowdy. I was forced to defend myself when a few became a bit handsy, shall we say. The registered patrons are in a more exclusive area of the hotel, though, and do not associate with this sort of rabble. Shall we be off?
Yeah, let's go.
Very good. This way. elevators seem to be out of order on this level. We'll have to take the long way around.
You're in for it now. Stranger. Slipped right through our fingers. So long, pal. Anything useful?
Look alive.
Do something
See
for
if there's
you?
anything there.
There's something out there. You! Stop! Damn. Vanish. Sorry, folks. One way to get that coolant pumping.
Broken.
This elevator leads to the exclusive area of the hotel. You should feel quite privileged that they will be allowing you in. After you. The elevator is right there. After you. The elevator is right there. speak to Maxwell. Go ahead and activate the control panel there.
Greetings! Welcome to Vault 118. Your home away from home. Underground. Are you the detective we sent for?
It's me, Pearl. I've returned with the investigator.
Let me just get the door for you. Well, it's about time the police sent someone out to investigate. We have many important residents, and they are very worried.
What happened?
Nan's here for the hotel. This is just a disaster. They're at the crime scene again.
Sounds like trouble.
Don't they realize that they're going to disturb the evidence? You'd better come with me, Detective.
What the hell do you think you're doing? This is a crime scene.
Do you not see the glory of the thing? The artistry.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Excuse me?
Ezra, you have outdone yourself. Oh, this is your finest work. There is more emotion in his death than most have had in their entire lives.
Our friend is dead, Mr. Rapita.
I've been
Have you
told
no
the
respect?
That
Valentine
at
Detective
least they had the
Agency
decency to make a
an
spectacle of it. There is nothing worse than a more death.
That's what
I
this is
could
to
just
you.
have your attention.
You're sick.
I'm sorry for shouting, but the detective has arrived and shall begin the investigation henceforth. Please return to your rooms until the detective has examined the crime scene and had a chance to come speak with you. Have a look at the crime scene for clues. If you're ready, we can discuss your findings.
Protect and serve.
To question the residents, but their safety is our priority. So unless you have solid evidence, I would avoid accusations.
So many things to do, man. So little time. This looks cool, we're in a vault, so...
Looks like the brain enclosure was smashed. Is this blood? Excellent. A baseball bat? What is this doing here?
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
Your residents are robots.
Not robots, Detective. Well, not exactly, anyway. I believe the term they use is robo-brain. Back before the war, the residents decided the best way to wait it out was to put their brains inside robotic chassis. Was there anything else?
I found the murder weapon.
Oh, no. That's the bat from Mr. McKinney's movie. You don't think he could be involved, do you? I can't imagine him ever doing such a thing. Was there anything else?
I'm not sure where I should start.
I suppose you should try to figure out how he died. And then who had the meat. Once you have enough evidence, then I suppose you'll need to confront the killer. Was there anything else?
Tell me about the victim.
Mr. Ezra Parker was the primary owner and financier for the hotel. He had vast experience managing venture projects around the world. It was his idea to have our premier clients become investors in the vault section of the hotel. He worked with Vault Tech to have this built to their every specification. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here should you need me.
Why'd you do it, huh? He deserved better than that.
You think I'm stupid? I saw the way he looked at you. You gonna tell me that's nothing?
It wasn't like that. We were friends. He helped me out of a tight spot or two is all.
I couldn't stand by like some pasty-faced Percy while he put the moves on my best girl.
But now the law is on our tail. What are we going to do?
Come away with me. Let's leave this dark hole of a city behind. We can be in Buenos Aires by tomorrow.
Oh, I want to believe you, I do, but you'll never let us go.
Then we'll make our stand here. I've got a gun for each of us.
No. The line is, then we'll make our stand here. 2 lovers together with a bullet for each of them.
Oh, God. Why can't I ever get that line? Forget it. I can't do this right now.
Fine. I'm going to the beach.
Hello, Detective. How can I help? Did you have questions about the case?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
It's obviously Santiago. He keeps going back to look at the crime scene.
I found your baseball bat at the crime scene. Care to explain how it got there?
Someone is clearly trying to frame me for the murder. It's probably Santiago. You saw him skulking around the crime scene.
What were you and Gilda talking about when I walked in?
Oh, we were just rehearsing a scene. Nothing to worry about.
Maybe later.
Okay. Just let me know.
Protect and serve.
Well. If it isn't the long arm of the law. Tell me, are you a devotee of the arts? Does that cruel muse call you to her entrapping bosom?
Art is life. Without it, we are no different than animals.
Perhaps, if all we are is a sentience floating in a suit of flesh, or metal, I suppose, then art is the only true communion with the world. Come with me. Tell me, what does this piece say to you?
It's about composition, the balance of colors and emotions, and the struggle to maintain internal order.
Indeed. This was the last piece I did in a series of portraits of Gilda. Number 1378. Her emotional landscape is superimposed on the portrait. The reality of the subject is distorted as the ego attempts to project itself. This way. Tell me, what does this one say to you?
It's the war. Bombs from every direction, no up or down, the world turned on its head.
I suppose in a way it must be. Art shapes the world, and the world shapes art in return. All art must therefore be constantly reborn through the lens of contextual and historic interpretation. We must ascend. And what about this one? And please be honest, for art without honesty is just politics.
It's cute, I guess. Some people like that kind of thing.
More than you would imagine. Truth be told, this is my best piece. I did this series under a pseudonym, of course. This series has made more money than any of my serious works. And I take the whole thing as a lark. What does that tell you about the value of art to the common man, huh? Ah, my fellow connoisseur of the art.
Mm-hmm. Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
The person you should be looking at is Juliana Riggs. That Philistine would not know art from her own excrement. She and Ezra had a rather dramatic fight recently. You could hear her banshee screeches all the way across the hotel.
What were Juliana and Ezra arguing about?
I don't know. I was painting at the time and I was trying to block it out. Though I bet Gilda probably heard them. Maybe you should check with her.
I think you should explain why you keep returning to the crime scene.
It's for inspiration, detective. The others do not like to think about it, but even we shall die someday. Like Prometheus's torch, it kindles within me the fire to create as much art as I can with the time that I have.
It sounds like you've done a lot of paintings of Gilda. Why her?
Our Gilda is a very singular creature, detective. Do you not see the joie de vivre from within her? I have never met another who clings to life so tenaciously, who lives so in the moment. I must admit I was quite smitten with her for a time.
You're still in love with Gilda, aren't you?
So what if I am? What business is it of yours? She deserves someone who truly understands her ephemeral beauty, not a brute actor.
Tell me about yourself.
What is there to tell? I am one of the premier artists in the world. My work is primarily in oil paint, but I have been known to do sculpture or performance art as well.
Maybe later.
Good. I hope my paintings are able to open your mind to new possibilities.
God damn. I kind of stopped paying attention just for a little bit. We talked to that guy.
Well now, if it isn't the brave detective. I haven't seen someone with a body like that in far too long.
You're not so bad yourself.
You should have seen me before all this. Red hair that was the envy of every girl and legs for days, darling. I'm sure you'd rather hear some of my stories from the silver screen rather than talk about that nasty murder business.
I must say, you're quite the actress.
What can I say? It just comes.
Oh my god, I'm starting with a fucking
Surely
robot.
you must be here for my salacious stories of the silver screen.
Have you ever done radio? Your voice is quite enchanting.
Well, darling, play your cards right, and maybe I'll whisper some sweet nothings in your ear. Care to hear some of my stories, detective?
Keep flirting.
I must say, I've known flesh and blood girls who aren't half the woman you are.
Keep it up, Tiger, and we'll find out if you can handle how much woman I am. Surely you must be here for my salacious stories.
Keep
of the
flirting.
Silver Screen.
Go on a date.
Why don't we grab a bottle of wine and go watch the sunset?
Sounds good, detective.
Oh my, are you serious?
I think anyone actually felt like they were at the...
What the fuck are we doing?
That was great, detective.
Oh my
But we
god!
shouldn't make a habit of this.
What the fuck?
Catch you later, Tiger. Hey there, Tiger. Here for more stories about my acting career?
Uh-huh. Tell me something.
Sure, darling. What did you need?
Apparently, Juliana had a big argument with Ezra a few days before he died.
How is that even?
Did you happen to overhear any of the conversation?
Oh, yes. I haven't seen a woman go off like that since Teresa Dubois fired her costume designer. But to get back to your question, it was fever pitch, detective. She had apparently gone to the overseer's office to check on the state of things and found it in horrible disrepair. But, and this is where it gets interesting, it sounded like she found something that really set her off. Couldn't hear what, though. Did you need something else?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Well, it is a bit strange how obsessed Santiago has been with the murder. I mean, he's always been a bit obsessive, though. He did a whole series of paintings of me, hundreds. Said I was his muse. It was flattering for a while, but the man is a bit much, even for me. Did you need something else?
I found Keith's baseball bat at the scene of the murder. Any thoughts on how it got there?
I don't know, detective. I can't really imagine Keith killing Ezra. Did you need something else?
I've gotten the impression you've had an affair with Santiago.
Look, I love Keith, I do. But sometimes he just can't give me the attention I need. A girl gets lonely, detective. It only lasted a few dozen years. The man's a bit much, even for me. Did you need something else?
What were you and Keith talking about when I came in?
Oh, that? We were rehearsing. Gotta stay sharp before going to rebuild Hollywood. But Keith always gets flustered when he's upset. Did you need something else?
Tell me about yourself.
My favorite subject. Simply, when this international scuffle blows over, I shall return to the silver screen and lead the world to a new golden age of cinema. Did you need something else?
Never mind.
I'll be around.
Hello, detective. How can I help? Did you have questions about the case?
Wait, hold on. That was really funny.
Hello, Mr. Whiskers. Who's a pretty kitty?
Juliana, Mr. Whiskers died last month. This is Scruffy. Remember?
Oh, of course. Silly me.
Just let me have a look at the neural interface matrix, and I'm sure I can clear that.
No, it's not that. I've just caught another cold. Probably something that got in when they sent Pearl out.
Oh, God. Not this again. Last month you were convinced you had the measles.
You're not a doctor. What would you even know about it? Besides, I think it may be malaria.
First of all, I am a doctor.
Yes, but not a real doctor. Robotics isn't an actual medical degree.
Secondly, I've told you time and again, you can't get sick inside the suit. It's not physically possible.
I know when I'm getting sick, Bert.
Now why don't you just wander off and play in your lab? Mr. Scruffy and I are going to rewrite the will, so he will get everything when I die because horrible Bert didn't believe me.
Oh, God, Juliana.
Have fun, dear.
I'm going to the lab.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
If you ask me, it's one of those actors. Or that horrible painter. Their type is always the cause of violence.
I heard you had a big fight with Ezra a few days ago. Care to explain?
Oh, well, it wasn't that big a deal, really. He wanted more money to pay for repairs on the hotel. I wasn't feeling well that day and lashed out a bit at the poor man. I really should have listened to him more.
What's with all the junk in here?
These are our things. We're just waiting till the war blows over so we can bring them back to the mansion.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm Juliana Riggs, heiress to the Riggs fortune and wife of Bert Riggs. I'm not sure what else you expected, Detective.
Never mind.
Good luck catching the murder.
Sure.
Yeah. Like strange.
Protect and serve.
Hello again. Did you need something?
Have you noticed Juliana acting strangely lately?
Oh, well, I'm probably just being paranoid, but she's been so much more pleasant lately. I mean, it's been nice, but also a bit unnerving. Most people don't really understand us, but I always appreciated how she can just take charge of a situation. It's what allowed me to focus on my research. I'm worried something has happened to her. She doesn't seem like the same person. Was there something else, Detective?
What do you mean Juliana's not the same person?
My wife has always been a very harsh woman, Detective. I don't know who it is in our rooms, but that is not my wife, Detective. Was there something else, Detective?
Never mind.
Very well.
Never mind. God damn, this is like actually affecting. I feel like we're on a fucking marathon trying to figure this out. Who are you, huh?
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Yes.
Did you have any thoughts?
If you ask...
Uh-huh. Tell me about yourself.
I'm Juliana Riggs, heiress to the Riggs...
Never mind.
Good luck, catch... Hello, Detective. Did you have a question? Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the...
Uh-huh. Tell me about yourself.
I'm Julie...
Uh-huh. Tell me about yourself.
I'm Julia.
Did you have any thoughts about them?
If you ask me.
Never mind.
Good luck catching the murderer.
Pretty cool. Oh, so it is that way.
Don't think I can pick this. Maybe Maxwell has the key.
A lot of people out here could use a hand.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
The door to the Overseer's office is locked.
Oh, yes. Mr. Parker locked it a while back, after finding out that one of the other residents had been inside. Said it wasn't safe. If the key isn't on him, it's probably in Mr. Parker's room. Was there anything else?
Tell me about the victim.
Mr. It was a... Was there?
Never mind.
I'll be here, should...
It's nice, but dude, we're just running back and stuff. Maybe you should talk to this person. But talk to this person.
No way I could pick this.
The lock is too strong.
Protect and serve.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous...
Nice.
Didn't want it open. They should have bought a better lock, huh?
Oh, battery died on the controller. It's okay though, I can just plug it in with this and that'll be fine. Fuck.
Yes. Yes.
Progress on construction of the second wing of the vault is completely stalled. Once the premier area of the vault had been completed, funding seems to have been cut off. My supervisors have informed me that they haven't received payment from Mr. Parker, and Vault-Tec won't pay out of pocket to continue construction. I've repeatedly approached Ezra about the finances, but he keeps telling me that Mrs. Riggs hasn't transferred the funds. However, when I asked her, Juliana said that she had just given Ezra extra for the gold paint in the rooms. I've hired an investigator to look for signs of embezzlement in a few weeks.
Sounds like Ezra was embezzling from his investors.
Hello, Detective. How can I help? Did you?
Did you have any thoughts about...
It's obvious.
Right.
Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
I found some evidence that Ezra was embezzling from you and the other investors.
Oh, well, I really don't believe that. Mr. Parker wouldn't do such a thing, I'm sure.
I think you're the real murderer.
That's just silly, Detective. Why would I want to kill Mr. Parker?
Ezra was embezzling your money. That's why you killed him and framed Keith.
You were so close, Detective.
It's a shame. I thought I could keep the ruse going a little longer. Oh, well. Had to end eventually, I suppose. This doesn't have to end in more violence, Detective. Just walk away. I'll leave, and you can tell them I escaped.
Why did you kill Juliana?
I hadn't planned on it, but Juliana figured out what I was doing and had to be dealt with swiftly. I thought I could get a bit more money out of this place before making my escape. What's it going to be, Detective? Join me in getting rich? Or die defending some outdated ideals?
Not a chance. Your murder spree stops here.
Then let us end this.
Anyone you walk away from.
Damn, that took forever to figure this out.
I found the killer. It was Ezra. He killed Juliana and took her place to hide his tracks.
My word! I never thought Mr. Parker was capable of something like this. What happened when you confronted him?
He attacked me, but it's over now. Your residents are safe.
There you are, Detective. Payment for your services and a bonus for uncovering such a heinous plot. I don't think we could have done it without you.
Hell yeah. You are the killer, and the truth is revealed. Mr. Sandman. We can buy dogs from him. Dogs. Mr. Sandman. Boom, 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 boom.
That was quite the commotion. Did you need something, Detective? Forgot a personal item at home.
What have you got?
Keepsakes, hunting equipment, and a variety of small personal items. Need to restock?
Uh-huh. Let's see what you have.
All of our items.
Hey. Head over there.
That place is creepy as fuck.
Now here's the latest from the college.
You building a collection or something?
Reports suggest a chem deal gone bad. Outside Diamond City. Details are scarce, but it sounds like whatever happened was pretty rough. If we're able to verify any further details of this story, we'll pass them on. Just another day in the Commonwealth, huh, folks? Now let's hear from the Ink Spots with their song, Maybe.
This is kind of creepy. I don't know what could be in there. Yeah, this place is creepy. Nothing. I went to Far Harbor for something completely different. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
You been to the tannery? You find my tools yet?
Hey, Mariner.
You been to the tannery? You find my tools yet?
Here are your tools.
A fair bit of luck running into you. Here's your reward. Well earned. And now to work on the hull.
Chill in my bones that won't come out. Too many nights out sleeping in the fog.
I need to build this, but I don't think I have the materials yet because, you know, shit happens. Dude, we're keeping that. I don't care.
Tech's finicky, folks. Diamond City Radio wouldn't be possible without the help of some wonderful businesses here in town. Commonwealth Weaponry. It's a dangerous world out there. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Here's a whole lot of shaking going on by Big Maybell.
Damn. Can't remember if I had my bath this week or not. heading out?
You need work? Talk with the mayor. Lord knows she's always carrying
Food. Stim packs. Fully stocked.
Protect your loved ones with my fine hand cannons.
I need to talk to you about our missing synth.
Yeah? Well, it's not something I talk about with outsiders. So you can either buy something or move along.
If that synth got lost somewhere on the island, he could be in real trouble. Don't you care about that?
Look, friend, no offense. What I care about is my business.
I'm working with Chase. She told me that your designation is L792.
Okay, I believe you. Keep it down, all right? It's real private information. I know the synth you're talking about. He's a younger guy. Maybe early 20s with white hair. Goes by the name Derek. Thing is, he showed up way earlier than he was supposed to. Thought a courser was on his tail, so he rushed the timetable. To be honest, the guy was a wreck. He was scared shitless, looking over his shoulder every 5 minutes and attracting unwanted attention. Tried to calm him down, but he panicked and ran off into the fog. That was the last I saw of him.
Can you tell
There's
me
a
anything
guy
else?
right there.
I'm gonna need more information than that if I'm gonna find this synth.
I wish I had more to give you. He disappeared into the fog, and I haven't seen him since.
That synth could be wandering around out there right now, lost in the fog. I'm gonna need more than that.
I've told you everything I know, all right? You think I wanted this to happen? Well, I didn't. Look, if you're really going after that synth, I'm pretty sure he took the road south out of town. Maybe you could head that way. Just be careful out there. And thanks. There aren't many who'd go out in the fog to help a synth, especially one they don't even know. I feel like shit about what happened. I really do. I hope you can make it right.
Dark days. Lost another patient. Andre. It never gets easy. Please tell me you're feeling well, at least.
How's it going?
People around here have had and manners on this island. Mainlanders tend to be a bit friendlier, all told. So, I always enjoy the extra company.
Need general supplies? Visit the bait shop.
You think the fog's bad during the day? Nighttime?
In the deep fog, there's things out there.
No one talks to my brother, all right?
Bertha.
What makes you think I want to talk to you?
Hi there.
You're from the Commonwealth, right? Whatever. What the hell is a synth, anyway?
I fish myself up an honest to godness sea bass, and I get nary a peep.
See that?
That's my home in the fog world.
Bait shop's got everything you need.
Guns, ammo, and souvenirs. Get them while they're in stock.
Never look a trapper in the eyes. They're something else.
Brooks.
Stranger, you need odds, ends, junk, or knickknacks. You've come to the right place.
Let's trade.
Happily.
for taste.
Ray Smith, everyone. Here's a strange state of affairs for you folks. Some or all of you may have heard of that old Parsons.
All you gotta do is ask.
You may
Your thoughts? Too many folks these days count on violence to solve their problems. You only have to look around to see where that got us.
Oh, nothing.
Sure.
Hey.
Do something?
But you'd be wrong. It's empty. Abandoned. Now, you could assume they got what they wanted and bolted. But given how creepy that place was, you can't help but wonder if something else happened. We may never know for sure. You know what? That's okay with me. This one is Danny Kaye, singing about civilization.
Civilization is fine. And created the touches all around the tree. This is things I need to see. So, bunga, I don't need to come on. It's gotta be like a sparrow song. There's a go. I see how people who are civilized from you with automobiles. What do they see down here? To me. So, binga banga banga, I'm so happy and okay, I wasn't sure if I was still on there. No matter how they coax him, stay right here. Just to get aboard an iron train. Taking on his kind of too civilized to complain. Never vacation, to vacation round. They swim and they fish, but that's what I do all year round. So, bunga bunga bunga, I don't wanna leave the conga on, no. Binga banga bunga, I'm so happy in the jungle, I refuse to go. So close. But no matter what the folks say, I'll stay right here. They have things like the atom bomb, so I think I'll stay where I am. this cover. Ugh. Every day it's... I really hope I can connect this. Oh, I have a feeling I can't. I have this horrible feeling that I cannot. We'll just have to swing here. Find more supplies. Different vendors.
A lot of people. Fresh shipment in. All your medical and food needs.
If you ain't armed, you need some firepower?
Show me what you got.
Make it fast.
I don't have time.
You know, when I'm feeling down, a little commerce always cheers me up.
Let's deal.
Let's set you up.
Huh, I think Ting likes you. Here, kitty. I hope mainlanders did better than my regulars. What you need?
What do you have to drink?
All sorts of old world booze. We carry Vim, too. And before you ask, Vim is an islander favorite. But it may pack more punch than the stuff you're used to.
I'm ready to order.
You got my attention.
Mainlander, today's your lucky day. Free beer for ya. Ha ha!
You have anything a bit stronger?
Pushing your luck, are ya? Ha! I like it. Take this. Top shelf all around. So, drink up. You stay here over long and the fog will claim you. Might as well meet her with a belly full of fire, eh?
What's so special about the fog on the island?
Can you feel it? Even here, as safe as anyone can be on this damned island. It's alive. You walk inland and it'll blanket you up in no time. And if the clickety-click of the Geiger don't get you, the madness will. The island will claim us all in the end.
The fog can drive you crazy?
Yes. It's not natural. The trappers you find inland, some were always murderous louts. But many just got lost in the fog for too long. And the mind goes. If you have any sense, return where you came from. And don't look back.
If it's so dangerous, why do you stay?
This is our home. If you call yourself a proper man or woman, you don't give up on that. Besides, we all gotta die. Might as well do it with your long knife deep in the belly of the beast that wronged you. Ha! Oh, sorry. Just thought of something hilarious.
Sorry, no.
You're
Okay,
lost.
I think I'm gonna take a break from streaming. It's been a while, so yeah, I'll start this later.